If you're a fan of Billy Joel and you know the song We Didn't Start the Fire, well, join me here as we go through the history of it, one history topic at a time. I'm Matt Hasquin, a high school history teacher, and we've completed Harry Truman, Doris Day, and Red China, and now we're ready to move on to Johnnie Ray. Before Elvis, before rock and roll, there was one man, half deaf, but he was all drama, and he made teenagers scream and adults uncomfortable. His name was Johnnie Ray. He was born in 1927 in Oregon, and Johnnie Ray didn't look like a music star. He was kind of lanky and awkward, and due to a childhood accident, he was deaf in one ear. But when he stepped on stage in the early 1950s, he completely shattered expectations. He didn't croon politely like Bing Crosby. He wept into the microphone. He clutched his face. He dropped to his knees. He sobbed. It was raw, emotional, and electric. His breakout single, Cry, became a number one hit in 1951 and sold over 2 million copies, and that was unheard of. It even helped launch the idea of the teenage market for pop music. And this guy, well, he wasn't just a guy singing songs. This was a guy bleeding emotion on stage, and kids loved it. Johnnie Ray was one of the first white artists to bring black rhythm and blues and the vocal stylings into the pop mainstream. He moaned, he wailed, he broke the rules. He was nicknamed the Prince of Wales, and he became the emotional lightning rod for a generation stuck between the big band era and the birth of rock and roll. Teenagers swooned, and clergy and parents panicked. Some called him vulgar, others called him revolutionary. He was one of the first music acts to make young women scream and faint at his shows, long before the Beatles. His other hits included The Little White Cloud That Cried, Yes Tonight, Josephine, and Just Walkin' in the Rain. And each performance was more like a breakdown than a ballad. Johnnie Ray's fame peaked fast and early, and that's part of what makes him a fascinating figure. And by the late 1950s, new stars were on the rise. Elvis, Buddy Holly, and rock and roll acts that took his theatrics and added guitar and swagger. Johnnie Ray's emotional ballads started to feel old-fashioned, and his sound got buried by a musical revolution that he helped spark. Offstage, he also battled constant tabloid speculation about his sexuality. In the deeply conservative 1950s, he was arrested twice for solicitation in men's restrooms, charges that were hushed but not forgotten. Though never publicly out, Ray lived his life with quiet resilience and remained loyal to his fan base long after the radio left him behind. By the time We Didn't Start the Fire came out in 1989, most young people had never heard of Johnnie Ray. But historians hadn't forgotten. He was a missing link, a performer who predicted the emotional intensity of soul music, the sexual energy of Elvis, and then the fan frenzy of Beatlemania. He also set the stage for men to show vulnerability on stage. Crying wasn't a weakness, it was entertainment. Ray continued touring into the 1980s, especially in the UK and Australia, where his fan base remained strong. He died in 1990. Just months after Billy Joel's song immortalized his name in the first verse. Why does he matter? Well, Johnnie Ray wasn't just a footnote between crooners and rockers. He was a cultural shockwave. He showed that music could be more than polished. It could be raw, unfiltered, and emotionally messy. And he helped lay the foundation for pop music's golden age. So next time someone cries on stage, or into a mic, remember who did it first. Next up in We Didn't Start the Fire, South Pacific. Follow along as we keep breaking down every lyric, one story at a time. And that's Johnnie Ray, one of those things that you should know by being alive. Thanks for watching.